There's a moment that arrives quietly. Sometime after your 50th birthday, you're standing in front of the mirror and something feels different. Not dramatically, not overnight, but undeniably different. Your reflection hasn't changed in any obvious way. Yet, when you run your hand across your midsection, there it is, a softness that wasn't there before. A thickness around the waist that seems to have settled in without permission, without warning, without any clear explanation. You haven't changed your diet. You haven't stopped moving. If anything, you've been more careful than ever. And yet, the body seems to have rewritten its own rules. This is not about vanity. This is about something far more profound. Because that extra weight gathering around your middle isn't just a cosmetic shift, it has a signal, a whisper from deep within your biology that something fundamental has changed. And the most unsettling part, the culprit isn't what you're eating. It's not even how much you're moving. It's something you do every single day. Something so ordinary, so woven into the fabric of modern life, that it hides in plain sight. Let me take you back to a different time. Imagine a morning 50,000 years ago. Our ancestors wake with the sun. Their bodies are governed by rhythms older than language itself, circadian pulses that sync with light, with temperature, with the turning of the earth. They move when daylight arrives. They rest when darkness falls. Their metabolism is a finely tuned instrument, responding to cues that have been reliable for millennia. Insulin sensitivity peaks in the morning. Cortisol rises and falls with precision. Fat storage and fat burning follow ancient protocols written into every cell. Fast forward to today, you wake up, but not with the sun. You wake to an alarm. You reach for your phone before your feet touch the floor. Blue light floods your retinas. Your first meal might come at 7 or 9, or maybe you skip it entirely because you've heard that fasting is the answer. You eat lunch at your desk, eyes fixed on a screen. Dinner happens late, sometimes very late because life is busy, because work ran over, because that's just how it goes now. And here's where the story turns. Because what you've just done, without realizing it, is disrupt a conversation that has been happening inside your body for hundreds of thousands of years. A conversation between your circadian clock and your metabolic machinery. A conversation that, when interrupted, has consequences that accumulate slowly, silently, especially after 50. Your body has a master clock. It sits in a tiny cluster of neurons behind your eyes, a region called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. This clock doesn't just tell time, it conducts a symphony. It orchestrates the rise and fall of hormones, the opening and closing of cellular gates, the rhythms of digestion, repair, and renewal. And it relies on cues, light, darkness, food, movement. These cues tell your body what time it is, and what it should be doing. But when those cues become chaotic, when you eat at irregular hours, when you're exposed to artificial light deep into the night, when your sleep schedule shifts day to day, the clock loses its rhythm. And when the clock falters, so does your metabolism. Here's what happens. When you eat late at night, your body is biochemically unprepared. Insulin sensitivity, which is naturally higher in the morning, drops significantly by evening. That means the same meal eaten at 8 p.m. will trigger a larger insulin response than it would at 8 a.m. Your pancreas works harder. Your cells resist the signal. Glucose lingers in your bloodstream longer than it should. And where does that excess energy go? Straight to your adipose tissue, particularly the visceral fat that wraps around your organs. The fat that doesn't just sit there but actively secretes inflammatory molecules, disrupting hormones, increasing cortisol, accelerating aging from the inside out. And after 50, this process intensifies. Because by this stage of life, your circadian amplitude, the strength of your biological rhythms, has already begun to decline. Your master clock still ticks, but more quietly. The signals it sends are weaker. The tissues that respond are less sensitive. It's like trying to conduct an orchestra where half the musicians can't hear the conductor. The result is metabolic drift, a slow, steady loss of coordination between when you eat and when your body is ready to process food. There's a study that illustrates this beautifully. Researchers took two groups of people and gave them identical diets, same calories, same macronutrients, same everything. The only difference, one group ate within a 10-hour window, finishing their last meal by early evening. The other group ate the exact same food, but spread out over 14 hours, with meals extending late into the night. After several weeks, the late eaters had gained more visceral fat, showed higher fasting glucose, and demonstrated markers of insulin resistance. Same food, different timing. Radically different outcomes. This is the daily habit. Not what you eat, but when. The modern pattern of eating from morning until midnight, of grazing constantly, of consuming calories when your body is signaling for rest, this is the silent sabotage, and it works slowly enough that you don't notice the cause, only the effect, the thickening waistline, the stubborn fat that won't respond to diets that used to work, the fatigue that settles in despite sleeping enough hours. Your body is trying to tell you something. It's trying to say that time matters, that your metabolism isn't a static furnace but a dynamic, rhythmic process that needs structure, needs predictability. needs alignment with the ancient cues it was designed to follow. Think about it. Your liver has a clock. Your fat cells have a clock. Your muscles, your gut, your brain, all of them keeping time. All of them coordinating with the master conductor behind your eyes. When you eat late, you're not just consuming calories. You're sending a signal. You're telling your peripheral clocks that it's daytime. Even when every other cue, darkness, melatonin, body temperature, is saying it's time to rest. The conflict creates confusion, and in that confusion, metabolic efficiency breaks down. This is why the belly fat that appears after 50 is so stubborn. It's not just about eating too much or moving too little. It's about a body that has lost its rhythm, trying desperately to process energy at times when it's biochemically programmed to repair, to restore, to renew. And here's the deepest truth. This isn't your fault. You've been living in a world that has divorced itself from natural rhythms. A world of endless light, constant food availability, and schedules dictated by screens and obligations rather than sunrise and sunset. Your biology hasn't caught up. It's still operating on ancient software, trying to navigate a modern environment it was never designed for. But there's profound hope in this understanding. Because once you see the pattern, once you understand the mechanism, you hold the power to realign. You don't need a radical diet. You don't need punishing exercise routines or expensive supplements. You need something simpler, something more fundamental. You need to restore rhythm. Imagine this. Tomorrow morning, you wake with intention, not to an alarm blaring in darkness, but gradually, allowing natural light to reach your eyes within the first hour of waking. You step outside, even briefly. 5 minutes, 10. Enough for your suprachiasmatic nucleus to register that day has begun. Enough to anchor your circadian clock to something real, something ancient. This single act, this exposure to morning light, begins to reset the conductor. Then comes food, but not immediately. Not out of deprivation, but out of respect for your body's natural rhythm. You wait. You allow a gentle window to open, perhaps a few hours after waking. And when you do eat, you eat well, nourishing, substantial, because this meal will set the metabolic tone for the hours ahead. Your insulin sensitivity is high now. Your body is ready. Every calorie you consume in these morning and midday hours will be processed with efficiency, will be partitioned toward energy rather than storage. As the day unfolds, you continue eating, but with awareness. Lunch comes at a natural hour. Perhaps a small afternoon meal if hunger calls. But as evening approaches, as the sun begins its descent, you make a quiet decision. You choose to align with the dimming light. Your last meal comes earlier than it used to, perhaps by 6, perhaps by 7. Not because you're restricting, but because you're honoring the ancient conversation between light, food, and metabolism. And then, you stop. You allow the evening to be what it was always meant to be, a time of rest, of repair, of cellular housekeeping. Your digestive system quiets. Your insulin levels drop. Your body shifts from processing to restoring. In the absence of constant food intake, something remarkable begins to happen. Autophagy increases, that elegant process where your cells clean out damaged proteins, recycle components, renew themselves from within. Growth hormone rises, preserving muscle, encouraging fat metabolism. Your circadian clock, no longer confused by conflicting signals, strengthens its rhythm. Night after night, this pattern repeats. And slowly, imperceptibly at first, your body begins to remember. It remembers how to burn fat efficiently. It remembers how to regulate blood sugar with precision. The visceral fat that had been accumulating, that inflammatory hormone-disrupting fat, begins to release. Not through deprivation, but through synchronization. Studies have shown this with remarkable consistency. Time-restricted eating, when aligned with circadian biology, reduces visceral adiposity even without caloric restriction. It improves insulin sensitivity. It decreases inflammatory markers. It enhances mitochondrial function. The benefits compound over weeks and months, creating a cascade of metabolic improvements that extend far beyond the number on a scale. But this isn't just about fat loss. It's about vitality. Because when your circadian rhythms are strong, when your metabolism is synchronized, everything else improves. Sleep deepens, energy stabilizes, mental clarity sharpens. The chronic inflammation that drives aging begins to quiet. You're not just losing belly fat, you're reclaiming the metabolic resilience that time and modern life had slowly eroded. There's a woman I want you to imagine. She's 53. For years, she's watched her waistline expand despite her best efforts. She's tried every diet, blamed her hormones, felt betrayed by her own body. Then she learns about circadian eating. She doesn't change what she eats at first, just when she stops eating after 7 p.m. She starts exposing herself to morning sunlight. She creates consistency, day after day, allowing her body to find its rhythm again. 3 months later, she notices her clothes fitting differently. 6 months later, the stubborn weight around her middle has diminished. But more than that, she feels different, more energized, more herself. She's not fighting her biology anymore, she's working with it. This is the invitation. Not to perfection, but to alignment. To recognize that your body, after 50, is unbroken, it's simply asking for what it has always needed. Structure, rhythm, a return to patterns that honor the deep biological wisdom encoded in every cell. The daily habit that's been silently increasing your belly fat isn't something you're doing wrong. It's simply something you're doing out of time. Late night eating, irregular meal schedules, constant grazing from morning until midnight. These patterns, however innocuous they seem, create metabolic chaos in a body that's desperately trying to maintain order. But you can change this. Starting tonight. Starting tomorrow morning. You can choose to eat within a window that respects your circadian biology. You can choose to let the evening be for rest rather than digestion. You can choose to anchor your rhythms to light and darkness, to meal timing and sleep consistency. And as you do, your body will respond. Not with the dramatic intensity of a crash diet, but with something better, with sustainable, deep cellular level restoration. The belly fat will diminish, the inflammation will quiet, the metabolic dysfunction will reverse. Not because you've deprived yourself, but because you've finally given your body what it's been asking for all along. Time, rhythm, alignment. This is the wisdom your ancestors knew intuitively. This is the science modern research is rediscovering, and this is your path forward, not through restriction, but through respect for the ancient rhythms that still pulse within you, waiting to be heard, waiting to guide you back to vitality, back to health, back to the body that knows exactly how to heal itself. When you give it the chance, the mirror will reflect the change, but more importantly, you'll feel it. In your energy, in your clarity, in the quiet confidence that comes from living in alignment with your deepest biology. This is your moment, this is your rhythm. And it begins with a single choice to honor time itself.